Hi. So a really amazing thing happened, and that's that I made all these videos um, just about stories from my own life, going on this twin flame journey. It's been 11 seconds of recording now, seeing the number 1111 different places, and trusting this, first of all, gut instincts, heart-based leading, not out of fear, but making choices out of trust. And what am I trusting? I'm trusting number signs, symbols that I see, recurring dreams, and this gut feelings that I get, and of higher self that I've connected to, and energy awareness, opening the third eye, looking into the Merkaba is something that I'd like to talk about. Creating your beautiful rainbow bridge to create heaven on earth. And meanwhile, I don't post these videos, and I don't even always create them when I feel like I should be creating it. And, for you watching, how often do you also, that was 1 minute and 8 seconds of filming, which are some meaningful numbers to me. 8, the infinity symbol, and 1, 11, 11, new beginnings, number 1. But how often do you get a feeling and you need to do something, but you don't do it? This is the 1111 portal. It was November 11th recently. Today is, it's been 5 days since November 11th. It's November 16th. And there's a lot of magic taking place energetically because, as you know, when you do follow through with your gut, when you do have the confidence to listen to the signs, real magic takes place. It goes from, I'm scared, I have this feeling I should do something, to either, the moment's passed, I didn't do it, I feel sick, something bad happened, or to, wow, that was magical, that was beyond what I could have pictured. And when enough of us listen, we can really flow, we can become energy, just energy beyond the body. And so I've been recording these videos about that experience of what happens when I follow through with the signs that I receive in my environment, and I take seriously this spiritual journey and just all the joy that takes place, all the connection in the physical world and in my own spiritual soul connection, my Merkaba. And I post this one video that I feel like, yeah, you definitely need to share this one. And I didn't share it. And I mean, there were a lot of videos I posted that I felt like you need to share. But this one, I felt like you need to share it, and I didn't share it. And then there's people parking here. I'm in a parking lot. And I felt like you need to create a video now because of what I'm about to share that happened. So I didn't share it. And I'm looking at it in this parking lot. I'm meditating here. I missed my yoga class, and I'm meditating in a parking lot, and it feels great. The sun's coming down. The sun's so pure, so healthy, it's source. And 3 minutes and 8 seconds of filming, and 3-8 is a very sacred number that I see in a lot of patterns that adds up to 11 as well. 3 minutes and 18 seconds of filming, and not only that, but my screen darkened, so I paused to get past the little dark screensaver coming on. It was 3 minutes and 18 seconds, so it's quite cool. But I'm watching this film, I'm thinking, do you want me to post this film, universe? Do you still want me to post it? Has the time gone by, or should I still do it? And I'm kind of nervous. And not only did I get the feeling that I should post it, which is cool to be able to ask questions and get back direct input. Even if the answers don't post it, how cool to have a strong sense of your feedback system and to be on that pace. That's flow. But not only did I get the feeling to post it, but, I talked a lot about number signs throughout that film. And certain number signs, I clicked at a random spot in the video, and I was talking about the number sign, and it was that number, a percentage on my battery. And it happened multiple times. It just kept happening with either the time or the percentage of my battery, or I watched the film actually earlier today, and the same thing was happening. So I'm just in awe of that. And I know that just to trust, and that not only did I align for that to happen, but that's going to be happening for you. And so I feel really assured that as long as I'm doing what I need to do, as long as I'm following my number signs, I'm following my higher self, I'm following the guidance that I receive, I'm trusting it, you will be too. And even if you don't want to post the video or make the phone call or, quit the job based on the guidance that you're receiving again and again and again from the universe. Even if you don't want to, I know that you're seeing those signs, and that when you see this video, you're going to be like, whoa, 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 whoa. She saw those signs too. I'm not the only one. And maybe that's going to give you the strength to do what you need to do. And I regret not doing what I need to do more often and sooner, because when you do, it's just miraculous, the flow that takes place. But maybe that's not going to give you the guts, but it should, because of how miraculous it is, the flow that takes place. And moreover, because, you know, this is the 11/11 portal. This is the magical time period when it's November 11th, 2017. And like, we can live in such a state of suffering. I don't even want to think about that because it's the portal, and I don't even have to think about that. Amen. And neither do you. We've been really blessed because so many of us, so many souls with free will, so many human beings with free will have chosen to trust the angelic guidance they receive, the guidance from their guides, their higher self. So many different signs that we get on our personal journeys, and we're all on these journeys, and it's quite magical because we're all divine, all of us, and we're all interconnected, from the littlest plant to the most intimidating figure. We're all equally divine and interconnected on this journey. But enough of us have been creating higher vibrational actions. You know, enough of us have used our free will to align with this higher vibrational actions, with balanced actions that respect the divine masculine and the divine feminine forces, the yin-yang forces of existence. Enough of us have done that right now, be fearless. Please, be fearless. Take this to the next chapter, the next level, because there was a time when it was magical to discover that we all have these signs that we can follow and that angels exist. There was a time when that was magical. You know, live a tough, grueling day of feeling disconnected. 7 minutes and 7 seconds after my screen kind of froze a little bit again. So please look up the number 7, whoever you are at this point in the film. Particularly if you just clicked on this random thing, it says 7. Look that up. Doreen Virtue's angel numbers are very useful. I don't know 7 off the top of my head. I think it's wisdom and enlightenment. But you know, there was a time when that was really exciting. Like, have a kind of tough day, feeling isolated from people, but then, oh, I can think about angels. I can think about these small moments of synchronicity. And there was a time when I followed the synchronicity further, and then there was a time when it wasn't just a small part of the day, it was the majority of the day, became spent in feeling my energy and feeling interconnected to all beings. And then there was a time when the majority of my day was spent in laughter and love and really just like on this 5D journey, not this polarized sense of me against the universe, but this sense of I am the universe. The universe is me. And the best is, and then sometimes there's a sense of we're all interconnected and we have to, you know, we're all interconnected and we're suffering. We're suffering together. And sometimes there's a little bit of liberation in knowing like we're suffering together. That juxtaposition, that irony, makes the suffering feel less like suffering because at least we're in this together. But, you know, we have a real potential to just be energy beyond this human form, beyond processing and plotting and hoping, to just be. And that's amazing. And enough of us are doing what we need to do for that to be reality. And it's a portal. It's a magical time. So I just, best of luck to you. Like, be fearless. Take your journey and be so fearless. Love you guys. And it's 83% battery life as I say this, as I end this. So that's quite an awesome sign. The rest of the videos that I'll be sharing are about stories from my experience of accessing this higher sense of transcendent 5D existence. 9 minutes and 11 seconds of filming so far. 11:11. And yeah, this twin flame 11:11 journey. And, you know, it can get really tempting to think of it as twin flame, who's my other half. But the real purpose of meeting somebody who's your other half is just that we're all each other, like we're all interconnected. So, you know, there's nowhere, when you get the gut feeling, go with your gut. But when you feel unsettled, when you feel like you are longing and missing someone, be okay in this moment of where you are, because every single part of existence surrounding you is part of the same eternal, beautiful process. And so nothing can hurt you. God's protecting you. And as long as you're alive and you're listening and you're following through, you'll always know what to do in every situation. So don't be scared. And in every situation, you're surrounded by people who are just like you at a different stage of their life. And, you know, the most miserable, fearful, terrifying person is just somebody who hasn't gotten to this level of higher consciousness. So that's somebody to love. You know, just don't be scared. Don't be scared. But beyond that, this is a very exciting times in the universe. There's nothing to even like think about being with bad people and bad environments. That's not a possibility. This is the 1111 portal, you know, just like stay on this magical wavelength and go out there and do beautiful things. That's the real message. I feel that so sincerely, and I'm so fucking grateful. Oh, sorry for cursing, but I am so grateful that I get to share that with you. Love you. And I love me. Love yourself and love all others, the self and the other, as divine children of God. Thank you. Thank you, God. Amen.